And I'm pretty sure it's a guy y'all gonna see soon, man. Come up in the spotlight.
What's
What's going
up?
on, Chris? What's going on, my
What's going
guy?
on?
How's everything going, man?
Good, good, good. I had to rush home because I was at the gym right now. I actually had to finish some stuff up there, some
Yeah,
gym
yeah.
squats and stuff. But getting ready for June 4th. I got a big fight coming up. It's my last defense of my WBC, so
Nice,
just looking towards
nice.
that now. Yeah,
Yeah, man, you're creeping up in the rankings. You're almost at that spot where you could be knocking on a potential call from one of the champs. How does that feel,
so
man? Like being there, but you're not right there.
yeah, it's kind of, how can I say, what's the word for it? It's like it's a bit, it's kind of like I'm feeling kind of restless now, because I see where my level is going and where, like, how these guys are performing and stuff, and like I truly believe that I belong in the top tens and the top fives of the welterweight division. It's an open division now. You got I think you got Devin with the W. Is it the WBO or the WBA? And
Yeah, the BO.
then you got
Yep.
Ryan, and then you got Ryan with the WBC. You got Romero with the WBA. You got Lewis Crocker with the IBF. So it's a wide open division. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
And I'm looking to shake up that division at 147 for sure.
Yo, for sure, man. For sure. We want to see you shake it up, man.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, let's talk about you first, man, in your boxing career. I know you from Mexico, but like what brought you to Canada, man? Or your family to
Nah.
Canada?
Yeah, no, listen. So my mom had met my dad in Mexico while she was on her travels there. So
Nice.
so they were living there for a while, when she met him, like, like they stayed there and stuff. I got a lot of family in Mexico too, but as soon as I was born, my mom's like, "Yo, like we gotta get out of here because, like, Canada's a way better life than Mexico, and she did the right thing, and everything happens
Yeah.
for a reason. I turned out to be a boxer, so
Yeah, yeah. You got that Mexican pride, man. The boxing
yeah.
Mexican pride,
Don't
man.
forget the
That's
Italian side too. My mom's Italian, so
oh shoot. Okay. Best of both worlds.
that's exactly. It's
That's
hard to keep the weight down with those two sides.
the pasta and the
Yeah, the
tacos.
tacos
Yeah.
and the pasta. It's a double negative, bro.
No, that's awesome, man. So what got you into boxing? Like obviously, did your dad tell you go to the
it's
gym or
it's one of those classic stories where the guy hit me and I didn't know how to fight back. So my dad brought me to the gym and be like, "You're gonna kick some ass. You gotta
yeah.
learn how to kick some ass and stand up for yourself." So that's basically what happened. And from there, like, I put on my first gloves at like 10 years old, and then after I'd say after like 5 years, I was in and out of boxing. Like, I was just training in the gym, just chilling in the gym, like, whatever, like, just working out, just recreationally.
Right.
And then what happened was, at 15, I fell into a gym. Like, I don't know, my friend brought me to this gym, and it was like, he's like, I met this coach, and he's like, he saw me hit the bag. He's like, like, you could do some tournaments, you could do some competitions, you'll shake things up for sure. I'm like, okay, why not? I went to my bronze gloves, went to, won that, won to silver gloves, won that, went to a bunch of tournaments, locally, regionally, and won, just kept winning. So I'm like, like, at a point, I was like, at 16, 17 years old, I won my first national title. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be, this is probably gonna take me someplace. So I'm just gonna ride with it, and so far so good.
Yeah. No, no, you've been on the roll, man. I mean, you're still very young. Got
Yeah,
lots left in the tank.
yeah,
Shout
for
out
sure.
to Eye the Tiger, man. They've been keeping you very active. How's it
Yeah,
been working with over there with Camille and the team?
yeah. No, they're super. They're Camille has been following me since I was climbing up in the amateur ranks. So he knew my skills. Since way back. So I'll always appreciate him and for believing in me and, like, having the confidence in me to do what I know that I could do. So no, they're cool. They're cool. They're amazing. They treat everyone right. Last year I had, actually, speaking of active, last year I had 5 fights in 13 months. Like, I
Yeah.
was super, super active yet last year. So they always keep me busy. I was supposed to fight in this March, but unfortunately I had broken my capsule on my right
Oh
knuckle.
wow.
So that was a pretty that was pretty shitty. So I fought, my last fight was in October. So I'm coming off like a 9 month layoff in June. So we're gonna, but it won't matter. It won't matter that the next fight. It won't
Yeah, I
matter.
mean, you're getting back in there with the undefeated guys, so I mean,
Yeah,
shout out to them.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I appreciate the fight that they gave to me too. Like, because But I do have some valiant opponents, that I fought recently. Like if you look at my track record, it's not a blown up record. I actually like went through some tests. The guys
Hmm.
have like over 30 fights. And they have like pretty like few losses. The last guy, not the last guy, the guy before I fought in Quebec City, where I knocked him out in the 10th round. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Sandy Misaoud.
Yeah. Yep.
He's never been stopped. So like I was the first one who
The
stopped him.
first one.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so I feel like that says a lot about my skills and my what I bring to the table.
Nah, man, that's good, man. I think you're getting better as these fights are going. The
For
way you're
sure.
looking in these performances.
hmm
How many fights are you looking to get in this year? If you're healthy, of course.
As many as they give me, man. I'm always gonna be ready. If they got to
Nice.
fight and I'm like, they tell me I got to fight and I just got off one, I'm like, yeah, let's run it. Month later, 2 months later, it won't matter. Look, I'm looking to get what's mine as soon as possible. I'm not trying to wait around and see what comes around. I always tell them I'm ready to go whenever you guys are telling me. You
Yeah.
know.
No, that's good, man. That's good. They already got you a date. Obviously, they're with the zone now, so gonna see you up with
Yeah, crazy.
these good cards, man. Hopefully, one of these welterweights can give you a shot. Any of the guys you looking at?
Ryan, bro. I want Ryan. I
Hey,
want Ryan bad, man. I want Ryan bad.
Ryan
I want
Garcia,
Ryan because I
man.
know I want Ryan because I know 110% I could beat this guy.
Yeah,
110% I could beat him for sure. And it would look
yeah,
good too, because like we kind of have like the same complexion, so like I feel like the fight would sell well,
yeah.
between us.
What
Yeah,
about
and we
Connor
got
Ben? You saw him. He was fighting
yeah,
this weekend. I mean,
yeah.
he's
I
in the
like him too. I
BC.
like anyone and everyone. I'll take. It's Devin Haney, Rolly, Ben Crocker, whoever it is.
Yeah,
Even if it's a big name, it's not for a belt. I'll take them. Get my name up there, and then we got
right.
that's what's gonna lead to the belt for
Yeah, you're
sure.
right, man. You're right. Also, what about your training, man? I know you was in the dungeon with Boots Ennis.
Yeah.
How how's that been? I gotta ask, bro. Like, how has
Well,
the
it
work
wasn't.
been out there
It's
with
not.
Bozy?
It's not only I wasn't only sparring with Boots. I sparred with Andy
Andy
Cruz. Like
Cruz. Oh, okay.
Andy Cruz, I got work with him. I got work with Boots. I got work with this guy called Tamir Small. He's in my division
Amir
too. He's very
Smalls.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I was with him. I got in some work with a few guys. There was a Puerto Rican that trains there in Philly. I don't know what his name is though. He's got that Olympic tattoo across his neck. I don't know if
Okay.
you know what I'm talking about. He's called the Bazooka. They call him the Bazooka.
The bazooka. That's wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. He was everything. I got to listen. The rounds with Boots, bro. Like it was like it altered my brain chemistry in boxing, bro. Because like I've never felt in front of me. Like I'm one to never ever like take it in sparring. But like this
Right.
guy, like I sometimes I felt no choice but just to close up and like survive. He was amazing. But I got since then I learned so much from him. I'm grateful to him that he gave me those rounds because like from there I just like skyrocket my boxing IQ just like skyrocketed. And with Andy Cruz
Right.
too. Andy Cruz was cool. Oh, I also sparred with Jack Catterall.
Oh, right.
Jack
Catterall.
Catterall
Yeah,
was
he's
good
there
work too.
now too.
Yeah, he's at 147 too. We got in some good work as well. So yeah, I don't know.
Nice.
It was pretty. All in all, it was an amazing experience in Philly. We go back every year, like at least once a year, just to get some work. Just to sharpen up the tools because we know we could get amazing work and non-comparable to what we get here. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah. You gotta go where you can get pushed a bit, It's
Mm-hmm.
only so much you can do at home, which is
100%. No,
good.
it's a doghouse there. It's a different mentality. It's like eat or be eaten. So you can't get that here. You can't get that in Montreal. All the
Mm.
Canadians are too nice. In a sense.
Nah, you're right, man. You're right. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
for sure.
that's good though that they allowed you to come down there and spar and get that working because like you said,
They're
it's good for the
they're
future.
they're super welcoming too. Like these guys are like super nice. Like Boise, he welcomed us with open arms. He likes us. He likes us a lot. He likes our vibe, what we bring to the table and stuff. He likes the work we give to his boys too. It's always good to see different styles too.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah,
So where are you training at right now? In is Montreal there?
yeah. Yeah, we're in Montreal. We're training at. I'm training at Pound for Pound. So it's a gym that basically all the Eye of the Tiger fighters are there. You know, so like Orobio,
Okay.
me and Billy, Arslanbek, everyone. You know, everyone's there, and we're just doing our thing there. Yeah, they have their coach. They got Mark Ramsey. I got
Right.
my coach Giuseppe Maffa. I'd
Okay.
like to say he's the best in the business, but you know, to each their own. But he's
Yeah.
no, he's a beast too. He's young. He's like 26, 27 years old. So you know, he's. I like the fact that we're coming up in the game together. You know, we're learning as we go. It's pretty.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's pretty cool.
No, that's awesome, man. That you're in that
Yeah,
gym with those guys. I mean, that's a lot of high level boxing, man. So you
yeah.
seeing that every day. Does Mark ever like come over and help you guys out though? 'Cause, he's been in the game for a while.
Oh, he's in. Yeah, yeah. You know, he definitely gives me some pointers sometimes. You know, like because I always spar versus guys. You know, like Aerobio, I'll spar with him a lot. I'll spar with Demetrius Sanao. I'll spar
Hmm.
with you know, guys that are there. Arthur Biarsanov. I'll spar with him too. You know. I get work in with everyone there except in Billy, and Billy's like way too big for me, bro. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
he for sure walks at two. He says he doesn't walk at 200, but I don't believe him. He for sure walks at 200.
yeah.
But that too, yeah. No, but Mark's a cool guy, you know. Yeah, I've known Mark too for a while, like a huge while. When I was coming up in the game too.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So this is like your fourth or fifth, 10th rounder. So I'm
My
sure
fifth.
that fifth, yeah. So we knocking on a title shot here soon. As you guys
I'm
ever thought
waiting, bro.
about going to the WBC convention and putting, trying to get something ordered up?
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. You know, like listen, I think like I predict that after this year, after the 2026 year, is gonna be some good things coming up. You know, like at minimum I'd want at the end of the year is another minor belt. You know, like that's my goal. Like another like you know an IBF Continental or something like that. You know, something to just add to my collection and get attention on my name so that you know we could shoot up to the world title. You know, climb the
Yeah.
rankings. I'm like top 20 in the WB. I'm like 18 in WBC. I think I'm like 17 at 18 in IBF, you know, so I'm classed in multiple sanctioning bodies, so that's a good thing.
Right. No,
Yeah,
that's always a good thing because you can pick a different avenue if you need to.
for sure.
Yeah. What about the IBF though? A lot of people like stray away from it, but I think it's the best because they give their guys the shots. Like when you get to the
Yeah.
top there, you know you're getting your shot.
Well, we all know why they back away from it because it's the rehydrating clause sanctioning belt, you know.
Yeah.
So they got that. But listen, whatever avenue opens up for me, whatever gets offered to me first, I'm willing to take it. I don't care about any minor stuff, you know. I'm there. I'm there when they call me. That's it.
Yeah, man. That's good though. That's good to hear. You're not
Yeah,
shying away from nothing
for
and
sure.
just trying to get the biggest fight, bro. I don't blame you, man. You're at that point.
No, I gotta get it. I gotta get it, bro. You know, I gotta feed my family. You know, I gotta provide for my future kids, my future family. You know, I gotta take care of all that.
Yeah, no doubt, man. So, do you travel much for camp, or do you just stay in Montreal, like primarily?
We try our best. You know, like as you said, we went to Philly. You know, a few times. Where did I go? I can't remember. I remember we went to another place, but mainly we'll go to Philly because Philly is the city of boxing. You know, and besides Vegas, you know, Philly is a boxing city. Like everyone knows how to fight there. You know, everyone knows how to throw hands. So we
Yeah,
like going there. That's our main spot. We really like going there. Would we like to travel more? Absolutely, you know, but that's if the bank account allows us to, you know. So, you know,
right, right.
unless people are calling us to come spar, you know, we won't how can I say we won't move that far, you know, like it'll you know it adds up, you know, the expenses and whatnot. But we go to Philly mainly Philly.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure, man. So, who were your favorite boxers growing up watching? Like guys who, if they were fighting,
Who
you're like, yeah, we watching them tonight.
Well, Pacquiao really got me into like the dream of becoming a champion. You know, he really inspired me. Pacquiao was a very exciting fighter. I loved the way he fought, man. Like he just was punches and bunches. It was such an awkward but weird but exciting style to watch. You know, I
Yeah,
like Pacquiao a lot. I like Sugar Ray. I always watch Sugar Ray tape. I really appreciate Pernell. Pernell Whitaker was like that defense man can't be taught. You know what I mean? Like that was just like something to like. It's crazy to see that how he would slip punches and stuff. I liked Roy Jones too. Roy Jones was one of a kind. Guy played a
Yeah.
2 hour basketball game before a world title fight. Was like, who does that? Extraordinary people.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Roy Jones definitely a unicorn for sure,
Yeah,
man. we're
yeah, yeah.
not
No,
we're not
he's
gonna see too many. Which a lot of people do say Ennis is like that, and I think they mean it
he
in the mystique way that of his way of his fighting.
he is like that though. Boots is like that, bro. I'm telling you, this guy is for real, bro. Whoever's gonna fight him, Zayas is gonna catch those hands, bro. I'm telling you, Zayas is not ready for that, bro.
Nah, you
I
don't think
think,
that's gonna be a good fight?
I think Boots is gonna hurt him bad, bro. I think Boots is gonna
Oh
hurt him
man,
really bad. It's either gonna
damn.
be, it's either gonna be a total outclassed like boxing match, or Boots is gonna get him out of there, bro. Like it's one of the other. I don't see Zayas coming on top of it. Zayas is younger than me. He's 23 years old.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
He's bigger, but I just think Boots got it like that. He's not. I don't think he's gonna get past Boots, bro.
Dang. Well, shout out to Xander, man, for stepping up, taking the
Yeah, no,
fight.
respect for sure. If I
Yeah,
was Xander, I would take the fight too. It's a big fight to make happen. You got Top Rank and Matchroom together. It's generating a lot of money for both fighters. So I could see why it makes sense. And Xander is still young too, so he could, get his own later. Like suffering a loss to Boots is not the end of his career. You know what I mean?
yeah. Do you
Same thing
think
like
some?
Canelo.
Yeah, exactly
Canelo
like
lost to
Canelo.
Mayweather, at like 22, 23. He was 23 actually, and look at him now. He's
Yeah,
uh he's the kingpin.
that was probably one of the better things to happen to him in his career. Most
Exactly.
people,
Exactly.
it changed up his whole style. Yeah, do you
Yeah.
think that's an issue? Like some guys want to protect their O's and not give the best fights, or do you think that's
Yeah,
more of
no,
like
for
a
sure, for
business thing?
sure. Like look, it's the Mayweather effect, bro. Like Mayweather did that to the sport, and good for him because he got his own. He is the best boxing. He's the best boxing man and businessman all at once ever. So I'm not gonna. I don't have much to say on that because like you never really should expect to lose. Like you don't go in there to lose. But if you do have a
Right.
loss, like it's not the end of the world. But like protecting their O's, like it is a business at the end of the day. Like you want to get the best bang for your buck because we're not gonna be here forever. Or we don't know if we're gonna be healthy the next day after a sparring
Yeah.
or getting a shots to the head and stuff. We gotta protect our investment. So that's there's two arguments to that. If you're a boxer and you're an athlete in this sport, I think you have a very different opinion than a casual fan of like protecting your own stuff. Because you also got to see it from the business aspect. You got to make the
No.
most money you can in those 15 years that you're in the sport, and then get the fuck out.
Yeah, you can't let the sport kill you, man. That's for sure.
Exactly. You gotta leave intact. You gotta leave secured financially, mentally, physically. You gotta leave 100. Or if you don't leave 100, leave like 90. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree with you, man. I think yeah, some people don't think about that side of it. Like there's life after boxing for the guys. They need to have their
Exactly. Our
mental
life is just
intact.
getting started after boxing. It's not like we're 60 retiring, bro. Like we're still like I can imagine what I'm gonna be doing in my 30s, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Oh man. I got a couple like quick off topic questions, but
Go ahead.
there's
True,
like
true, true.
it's like fun ones, like
Yeah, bro.
what's your favorite walkout song? Like what's the song that you're like, man, this has
Yeah.
gotta like if I can't have another song, this is what it's gonna be.
I'm the worst person to ask that question because I switch my walkout song every single time. I don't have one walkout song. I switch it every single time. I can't answer that because I've never stuck to one ever. Like, yeah, I have to like feel the vibe going into fight week. Like listen to like multiple songs. Try to like if I see that song catches my vibe for that week, I'll send it over and be like, this is the one. So I don't
Yeah.
I don't really have a favorite. Honestly,
Yeah, it's
I don't
just
have one
what
that
you're
sticks to
vibing
me.
to at the moment, eh?
Exactly, exactly.
I've got my man Boxing Fan here. Said, "Hi, Christopher. Do you have a hobby that keeps you grounded out of camp? I guess outside of boxing."
Someone asked me this.
Yeah, yeah, Boxing Fan. Boy.
Boxing keeps me grounded, bro. That's no boxing, no life, bro. You know, that's all I do, bro. I coach on the side, you know, do a little private sessions
Nice.
with some people. Try to keep myself busy, trying to get my money up too, you know, at the same time. But other than that, no, man. Like my life revolves around boxing. You know, if I'm not boxing, you know, I'll take that time advantage of that time to like see the world. I'll go like places, you know, like last summer because there's not much boxing that happens in Canada in the summer. So like I took
Right.
that summer to go to Europe for like a couple weeks, which was pretty cool, you know.
Nice.
Uh, yeah, I went to Mexico like last month. It was pretty cool too. Went for like a week, you know, a week and a half, you know. Went to go see my roots back home, you know. So
Yeah,
that was
for
pretty
sure.
cool. And then other than that, no man. This is my life. This is what I do. That's all, you know. I don't have a plan B. I have a plan A, and that's it.
Hey, man. Shout out to you.
For sure.
What's your favorite restaurant in Montreal that you just got to hit when you're at a camp or not in or after a fight, man? When you're like, I got to treat myself. Where we going?
Make these. No, no, no. Listen, I love McDonald's. Like I love that shit. But to go straight after like a restaurant, if you see again, I switch. It's every time. Every time I switch, it's there's not one preferred place I'd like to go. Um, I've been really like dabbling into the night, like the restaurant nightlife in Montreal, like the more like high end quality ones. So like, because I've never been a fan of the big restaurants and stuff. You know, like those like fancy restaurants and like you know that they cost a bit more. But
Yeah.
I'm honestly just starting to get into that too, and it's honestly it's pretty cool. You know, every time you go, you know, you have a nice experience. You experience different restaurants all the time. I don't have a preferred one though. I like tenders though. Like I'll go for some chicken tenders after the fight for sure.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. What's or who is one celebrity you love to see ringside when you make it to the big shows, man? The garden shows, the MGM. If you like to see
That's a
them
good,
support you,
that's a good question, bro. That's a really good question. Wow. Oh my god. I think probably Adam Sandler, bro. Seems chill, you know. It's
hey.
probably him. Like a ringside. Around, if I see Adam Sandler ringside, I'd be like, "Yo, that's crazy." Hey, that guy came and watch my fight, you know.
Yeah, I mean, he goes
I
to
had
all the
Crawford. I
events.
had Crawford ringside in one of my fights
Oh
in
yeah,
Montreal, actually. Yeah, he
okay.
was there. Yeah,
Shout out to Crawford, man.
yeah, he was there. He was there. Oh yeah. Yeah. I got off the ring after I won, and I'm like, "Yo, did you bring your stuff to spar?" He's like, "You want to spar?" I'm like, "No, no, no, I'm joking. I'm just pulling your leg, bro."
Yeah, man. I hear Crawford's a competitive guy. He probably would take you up on that. Like,
Yeah, he was definitely. He's like, "You want to spar?" Like, he looked serious. I'm like, "No, no, I'm just playing your leg, bro." I'm like, "Let me recover after this fight first, bro."
oh man, my last one here is like, what's a dream brand you'd like to collaborate with? Like, they came
Nike,
to you
bro.
with a
Check
big check.
marks. Check
The
marks.
check,
Check marks.
hey,
Those check
what's
marks, bro. Like, that's been my dream since a child. You know, like just getting an endless amount of Air Forces and track suits and cool sneakers. I love Nike, bro. Love Nike.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
Nike, they
bro.
gotta get in boxing, man. I don't know what they're doing. They
Yeah, bro.
gotta get
They're
some
getting
boxers.
well. I think Pacquiao was like one of the only ones they ever made shorts for. You know.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Pacquiao
Yeah.
had the Nike athlete for boxing. That was crazy, man.
Yeah, that
But
was cool. They had him on the
yeah,
shorts too. They made them shorts and stuff.
yeah, man. Pacquiao was
Crazy.
that guy, bro, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, you were. Yeah.
but yeah, man, you want to give everybody a shout out before I let you go? Like any
Well,
sponsors or
shout out
people?
to my sponsor, Opal Vodka. They've been rocking with me for a while. I got my club 2 and 2 that sponsors me. I got Cafe Musetti, local Montreal brand based. They're also in Italy. Got them going. I got,
Nice,
I got my boy actually owns a fruit and vegetables company called the Stalo Group. You know, he supplies my fruits and vegetables for every camp. You know, I got
nice.
them shipping me fruits and vegetables every week. Who else I got? I'm forgetting, bro. Shit. I'm looking at my shorts now. I'm like, uh,
yeah, that's so good, man.
I got those sponsors. Shout out to my coaches. Shout out to Rico. Shout out to Jose. Shout out to everyone that keeps me in line and keeps me working.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. I'm gonna give a shout out to you for coming on, man, and showing some love to
I appreciate.
the
Oh, shout out to Bull
podcast.
Nutrition. Bull Nutrition. They hook me up with my supplements all the time, bro. All the time they got my supplements.
Bull Nutrition. Make sure you guys go check them out. And
Yeah, for
make sure
sure.
you guys follow my guy, Christopher Guerrero, man. He is the WBC Continental America champion. He's on the cusp of getting the big
Yes, sir.
title shot. It's coming
Sir.
soon, yo. It's coming soon.
I hope so, man.
I appreciate you, man. We'll talk soon, brother.
All right, brother. Yes, sir.
Peace.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. My
All
guy,
right.
Christopher, man.